Market ends green again, and there's a really interesting stat that I was reading about, and it's that the S&P 500 has had a total of 8 consecutive green days in a row. It has not had so many green days in a row since November of 2023, and the question that everyone is asking is, well, when is this coming to an end? Is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be this week? Most likely, but again, our job is to pay attention to when the markets are overbought and actually beginning to show signs of progress on the downside. And we simply did not today, right? Based off the performance we saw on Thursday, incredibly bullish. Friday was kind of stagnant. And then again, today, Monday, incredibly bullish. We do look extremely overbought, but we looked like this on Thursday. And this is why I wanted to use that as an example. Just because we're overbought, it doesn't mean that we have to sell off and hold at those lower levels, especially when the market is this bullish. It does a really good job actually recovering. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that the market is overbought within a very short period of time. But again, it's running off of hype. And until something actually changes that overall market sentiment, I just wouldn't, especially as a beginner, tried to trade against it because again, trend is your friend, and that's something that again the market loves to remind you. One thing that I quickly want to talk about are the series of companies that are going to be reporting earnings tomorrow. Lowe's, and then we have Workhorse also reporting earnings tomorrow before the market opens, and then we have Toll Brothers reporting after the market closes. The big one is going to be on Wednesday before the market opens. We have Target, Macy's, and TJ Maxx, and then we also have after the market closes Snowflake and Zoom. That's going to be on Wednesday after the market closes. So the one that I'm going to be paying attention to tomorrow mainly is after the market close. I want to pay attention to if I'm not mistaken, it's Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers is quite bullish on the 4-hour time frame. If we look at this on the day chart, extreme higher highs, higher lows, it looks unstoppable. So we'll see if it continues to rally or if all of a sudden it begins to sell off if it doesn't meet market's expectation. Lowe's is also a company that's going to be reporting before the market opens. As you guys can see here, this is going to be tomorrow, and it's nearly at previous highs of 259. Right now, we're currently trading at 242. So again, it's just really important to pay attention that if market doesn't even, not just about exceeding expectation, but if its guidance is not better than what is expected for what's to come, then we could see a pretty significant drop on Lowe's, as we've seen these drops happen in its past before. So just something to pay attention to. The one that I did want to bring to your attention that's down after market hours, as you can see, I wanted to show you the larger time frame. It's extremely bearish. It's showing signs of lower highs and lower lows, and after market hours, it's aggressively selling off. It's down 10.66%. Still something to maybe pay attention to, but Workhorse is trading at $1.22. I would not trade this. Again, it just doesn't meet my criteria. It's trading too low, it's too bearish, and its trading volume is way too low. Also, on top of that, it's about to report earnings before the market opens tomorrow. So definitely something to be aware of that could create even more selling pressure, believe it or not, than what it's actually doing right now. And we also have Fudu Holdings that's going to be reporting earnings tomorrow. This one is quite the opposite. It's very bullish, right, overall on the larger time frame. You guys could see the oversold levels, the overbought levels, the oversold levels, the overbought levels, oversold levels, overbought, and now oversold. I can't speak for you, but if you were to ask me what is the ideal setup that I normally like to look for when it comes down to like the textbook setup for trading reversals, it is something like Fudo. I'm not saying that you should trade Fudo. I'm just saying that, when I see something like this that is bullish, it's been showing signs of higher highs and higher lows. It's in a sending uptrend pattern, but it rallies and then it sells off, and then it rallies and then it sells off. And then now it's a little bit more on the oversold side. This kind of excites me because now I can get it cheap, where if it does begin to recover, there's profit potential to be made. And all I need to do is wait for signs of progress on the upside. So again, that one has to be one of my favorite on the technical side, but we'll see how it performs after it reports earnings, after the market, before the market opens. And that's going to be tomorrow, pre-market session. So just something to pay attention to. But let me know down in the comment section what company it is that you're paying attention to this week. Again, I just want to remind you, as markets are incredibly bullish and running off of this hot streak, just like the S&P 500, 8 consecutive days in a row that it closes in the green. This is a record. It has not done this since November of 2023. So understand, just like we've seen it in the past, these things do come to an end. It doesn't mean that you have to, be extremely fearful that markets are going to crash. It's just something to be aware of to prepare in advance, right? It's not about predicting the future, but simply putting yourself in a position in which you can tolerate those pullbacks to be able to take advantage of them and end up making money as they begin to recover. So I appreciate your time. I hope to see you for tomorrow's live trading session. If you want to tune on in, that's that second link in the description down below. And I'll see you at Market Open for our live session. We'll see you then.